Welcome to my Slim and Well vlog. We all have our own reasons for following whatever diet plan we choose to follow, and here are mine for choosing Slim and Well.
Good morning and welcome back. My name is Claire Howard. I am currently following the Slim and Well plan, and this week I am sharing with you my journey to get back on plan after Christmas. So just a little bit about me for anyone who's new here. I know there's quite a lot of you that are new here this week, so hello and welcome. I guess the fact that you're here this week is that we all have those same goals in January, make our resolutions, make new plans. So just a little backstory on what's been going on with me so far. I joined Slim and Well. I've been following Slim and Well for years. I've always followed Slim and Well. It is the weight loss plan that works the best for me. And I rejoined group again probably just after Christmas last year, but I left it a bit longer. I definitely didn't get straight back into it in January. And over the course of a year, obviously there's been holidays and stuff in between, and I am not that person who doesn't do eating what I want and doing what I want on holiday. So when I'm on holiday, that is break from Slim and Well, but when I'm back in my normal everyday routine and wherever I can, I follow the Slim and Well plan. So I lost, over the course of the year, I was just off losing 1.5 stone, and I got down into the 11 stone zone, which is my favourite area to be. When I'm in the 11s, kind of between 11.5 and 12 stone, that is where my weight is definitely the most comfortable. It's not about the weight though, it's about how I feel. And when I'm at that weight, I feel better in my clothes. I feel like I can wear a pair of jeans and I am in them rather than they are kind of in me, as in squashed at the sides with a muffin top. I just feel things fit a lot better, they look a lot better. I can generally order clothes online and know that I'm going to get in a 12, sometimes a 14, because I am a bit hippie and boobified. But I just feel better. It's my happy weight, so it's where I want to be. When I head up into that 12.5 to 13, 13.5, 14 has been my top end. I'm not comfortable in myself. I feel frumpy. I'm tall anyway, I'm 5'11", so when I put on weight, I just feel like I'm this huge thing when I walk into a room, and it makes me feel really self-conscious. Now, I know as well as you do that a lot of what we think about ourselves is in our head and no one else thinks it, but it's us who thinks about ourselves, and what makes us comfortable is the most important thing. You know, my husband will say to me, oh yeah, you look great, but you've always looked great. It doesn't matter. I don't feel like I always look great. I feel great when I'm 11.5 to 12 stone. I feel rubbish when I'm 12.5 to 13 stone. So for me, Slim and Well, I can do consistently. It fits in with my life and I can incorporate it in my everyday life and lose the weight and be comfortable in myself. And that is my goal, you know, I just want to be comfortable in me. I'm now, goodness me, I don't know, I turned 40 during COVID, so it kind of was a non-event. So it was like, I could just imagine it didn't happen. But a few birthdays have gone by since then, and now I'm heading to mid-40s, and that is enough in itself. I can't be dealing with weight gain as well. So yeah, being comfortable with my weight and how I look, it makes me feel better. So that is why I do it. There is no other reason. It's not for anyone else but me. I don't want to be skinny. I just want to be comfortable. And I want to be comfortable in a way that means I get to enjoy the food and the lifestyle I want to enjoy. So I'm really busy. I'm a mum. I've got 2 young boys. My boys are 7 and 9, so they are full on. I don't want to be doing a diet or a plan that affects our everyday life so much. I want to be able to cook meals that work for the whole family. So that is what I aim to do. So some of the meals I share are great family ones. It depends how picky your kids are. If I'm doing something the kids won't eat, then I'll just cook separately for Mark and I, but I like us to eat together most nights. So Slim World allows me to do that. I can cook our curries, spag bowls, roast dinners, all meals that we can all enjoy and eat together. So that's what I'm doing really. I'm just sharing how I get through my days on Slim World, what foods I like to eat, how I make it as easy as possible and fitting into a busy family life. I also work, so there is making work lunches and fitting it in with that, because it's not just, you know, if we were all sat at home and just went and done a big weekly shop and had someone hand us the food, it's very easy, but it's fitting it in with your everyday life, which is the tough part, isn't it? Anyway, it's a bit about me, just in case you're interested. I'm now going to cook breakfast. I'm running really late this morning. I've had a bit of a clean. Not that it ever looks like I've done anything in here because we've got so much stuff everywhere. I'm really looking forward to being in our house when everything's got home and things can go away, because I don't live too well in chaos. Like, a chaotic surrounding gives me a bit of a chaotic mind. I can't think straight. So I've been having a bit of a clear out and sort out. I've just had a little bit of a face mask upstairs, put my serum on. I've just put all my makeup brushes down, which are currently soaking in some fairy liquid because they are disgusting. I feel like I need a bit of a cleanse in life, and getting back on Slimming World also helps me with that. I'm now going to cook breakfast. I'm having ham, egg and beans. I've just got to find out my poached egg maker. So apologies if I'm repeating myself, but for those of you that don't know, we're currently in a temporary sort of accommodation between places, and I don't have an oven or a hob. So for poached eggs, I have this microwave poached egg thingamajig, which I bought on Amazon. They're not very expensive, and it's a really quick way, a quick and easy way to do poached eggs. So even if you have got a hob, if you're in a rush in the morning, can be a good way to do it. I'm just going to give it a rinse out. It's been in the bottom of my cupboard. I haven't used it for a while. It feels a bit dusty. And we'll get on and make some breakfast. Just while I'm doing this, I just want to address a couple of questions. A few of you have sent me messages on Instagram, which is fabulous. It's lovely to chat with you. And I've had quite a few questions on other diet plans and why I choose Slimming World. So hopefully I've explained a little bit, and that is that I love to eat, I like food, I enjoy nice meals. You know, the highlight of my day sometimes is coming home and what I'm going to have for tea. The highlight of my holiday is what I'm going to eat in the day. So I like to eat. I'm not someone who can do small amounts of food. So a few questions have been about juice or shake diets, and the reason I don't do those is precisely what I've just said. I'm sure they work for a lot of people, and if you are that disciplined that you can do that, or maybe you're not that bothered about food. I speak to people that aren't that bothered about food. I don't get it. Like, it's the highlight of my day, what I'm going to eat. So it just wouldn't work for me. I could have a juice or a shake, and theoretically, yes, it might have everything I need and it might fill me up. My brain is going to tell me, Claire, you haven't had anything to eat. And I'm just going to be thinking of food all the time. And I'm probably going to have that shake, and then I'm probably going to eat something anyway as well. So I'm going to be doubling up. So for those reasons, I just know that I would be setting myself up to fail in that sort of diet or eating plan. So it's not something I've ever done. In my eyes, I've never tried it, but in my opinion, I also see those as very short-term solutions. Like, you can't do it forever, I'm guessing. Like my Slimming World, even though sometimes I'm not following plan, I still briefly follow it in everyday life, even when I'm not on Slimming World. And I just see it as sustainable because the food is real food, proper meals. And like I might have mentioned before, I actually eat better when I'm on Slimming World. Our meals are better, and my husband enjoys the food more, funnily enough. It is all those other bits in between, isn't it? Like cutting out your snacks and stuff, but the actual food is great. The meals and stuff are great. And I still get to enjoy my food, and I still get to have a nice big plateful. So that is why Slimming World works for me. So unfortunately, when it comes to helping you with juice diets and shake diets, I can't help on that. But yeah, I'm sure they work if you've got that sort of self-discipline and you know you'll be able to continue that on. But it's a no-go for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, I like my food too much. And there we have it. Great morning breakfast. We have got beans, which are free in protein. I've got my tomatoes, which are speed. Free food is the ham, and my eggs, which are free and protein. This is a really nice fill-in way to start the day. Had quite a late breakfast, so I'm not really having any lunch. I've just made a cup of tea, and I'm going to sit and have some hula hoop puffs. I'm going out with the boys for a couple of hours, and then when I get back, I have got some mince out, and I'm going to make chili bowls for tea. This evening I am making chili. I'm going to have like a chili nacho bowl, so it's going to be chili and salad in a dish. I might do some rice, I'm not sure yet. The boys are going to have actual nachos because they don't need to not, and I've still got some left over from Christmas. So just defrosted my mince. This is the 5%, less than 5% mince. If you use regular mince or 10% or 12% mince, that will have a sin value, so do check that. It is only the less than 5% mince which is sin free. I'm just going to pop all of my mince in my air fryer to just brown it off. Obviously, if you have a cooker and a hob, I would just make your chili, but I don't. So mine's going to go in the air fryer, then I'm going to pop it in my slow cooker on high, add the passata and other chili bits to it to make a chili. Just going to pop some passata into my slow cooker. And then when my mince is browned off, that's going to go in there too. Just taking it back to those Slim and Well basics, I've just put an OXO cube, beef OXO cube into my chili. Just a reminder, your stocks and OXO cubes, things like that are all sin free. And I am gonna just use some chili powder, which is also sin free. Just check your spices. Most spices are free unless it's a spice blend that's made up with added oils and stuff. So some of the like tikka or curry ones, if they're a blend or a mix, they could have some added oils in there, so you might want to check the sin value. But as a general rule, your regular spices, chili powders, your herbs de Provence, all of those things that you're going to use to add flavour to your food is going to be sin free. I've just added my browned mince. I'm going to leave that for a little while, and then I will remove the boys' dinner because they don't like anything else in it, before adding a can of baked beans to chunk it out for myself and Mark. So here we are, first weigh-in of 2024. It looks disgusting outside. It's dark, it's cold, it's raining. There is so much against us when we're trying to get on plan this time of year, I think, like especially coming to nighttime weigh-ins if it's not possible to go to daytime ones, because it's such an easy time of year to just look out the window and say, nah, I'm not doing it. But here we are and we're ready to go. I am pretty sure I read online earlier that my consultant is doing like a new starter talk today. I think there is a new book, you're getting a new Slim and Well book for the new year. And she said she was going to do the new starter talk, so everyone has a fresh start going into 2024. So that'll be really good. I think of that refresh and going over it all from the beginning, even though I feel like I kind of know the plan like the back of my hand, it helps to go back to basics, and little things do change every year. So I'll have a look through that book, and then probably won't get time this evening, but I'll have a chat and point out anything that I find that looks quite different to previous. There must have been some updates and some things that have changed, and we'll have a little look through the new book in tomorrow's vlog.
Join me in tomorrow's vlog where I will tell you my weigh day results. Please do like and subscribe if you'd like to follow for more Slim and Well inspo, and tomorrow I have just discovered the best curried noodles recipe ever.